What's going on, everybody? You got the Raging Rob here. What channel should I put this on? Should I put this on my JWO Raging Rob channel? I don't know. Like my hat. We got three things going on. One thing I was told to shut the fuck up about it, so I'm not going to talk about it. So let's get down to the three things. First thing is first. First off, we got this hillbilly slob. I don't know if he's autistic or what. Drug addict, meth head, whatever. His name is Dr. Canis. He runs around. He's a homeless guy that makes YouTube videos, runs around in Southern California. Now, I've been on YouTube for quite a few years. The last year and a half, I did a lot of Patriot videos, rallies, protests, whatever. So a lot of my Patriots that see this, they're not going to understand things that happen on YouTube in the past with other networks, and they're probably not going to understand what the hell I'm talking about. But a lot of people that's been following my YouTube channel for the past few years will have a solid idea of what I'm talking about. Dr. Canis. Me and Dr. Canis has went at it for a while. I want to say 2016 when I found out about this guy. Maybe it was 2015. I don't remember exactly. This is a guy that goes around Southern California making homeless. He's a homeless guy. Making videos in Southern California. He's made several threats. He's had YouTube channels flagged down. The guy has a mental case. He's been in and out of the mental hospital, been arrested. He's a nut. Let me just put it that way. Well, recently, for some reason, I have not mentioned too much about this guy. You know, he is what he is. But he's accusing me of cyber harassment. Now, he was talking to some cops in a video. I don't even know what city it was, somewhere in Southern California. And the cop said in the video that he would make a note of Raging Rob and Rob Kinnison. Ooh, he said he would document it. Now, this video was made like 3 or 4 days ago. Just found out about it today. I haven't heard anything. There's not much to document. You know, no laws broken, whatever. So, you know, I know what the First Amendment is. I respect the First Amendment. And I don't do none of that cyber harassment stuff. There comes a limit, you know. I know my lines. Let me just put it that way. So I don't think they're going to take... The police have had many interactions with this guy. He's made many threats. This guy has actually said he was going to go after children and say graphic things. You know, he said graphic things that what he was going to do to people. Things I can't repeat on YouTube. Just graphic shit. Things I can't even repeat without my video getting flagged. But yeah, he's had police interactions before. The law has kind of have their hands tied behind their back. He's been in and out of the mental house. I don't know how the hell he's still running around with some of the shit that he's done and said. You know, this guy, depending on the validity of some of these threats, internet threat can get you in prison. You know, if you mention something against the president or talk about a school or, you know, there's, how do I say this? There's so many threats on the internet. The FBI and the police they don't have time to investigate every threat. Some are low-level threats, just a couple of punks going at it with each other on social media. But anything towards like the president or politicians or a school involved, that's like top priority. So basically this guy's went on Twitter and he said some pretty nasty stuff, saying what he was going to do to some of his bullies in high school and whatever. Just things I can't repeat. So check him out. His name is Dr. Canis. He also has another channel, Code 45 Caliber, his main channel that he uses. His real name is Colton Woods. No, I'm not going to dox anybody. I don't do that shit. And that's going to go on to my next thing, what I'm going to talk about. You can't dox a guy. He's homeless. He doesn't have an address. So you can't really dox a guy. And your name is your public... Colton Woods. That's public information. Your name is public. Like Robert Kinnison. That's my real fucking name. It's public. Okay? Rob Kinnison, you know, that's not hiding nothing. That's my real name. Next thing. EDP445. Eat That Pussy 445. Big YouTuber. Had his main channel terminated. I'm sure you know what's going on with this guy, if you've been watching. He tried to meet a 13-year-old offline. Sickening. This guy is 30 years old. This was in Bakersfield, California. He recently moved to Las Vegas. Well, Jokerz Wild put out a video. He put out a video a month ago, and I just found out today. Basically saying I'm out of the JWO. JWO stands for Jokerz World Order. I don't care about the JWO. I got a channel out there that I made. It's called JWO Raging Rob. That's what it meant. Jokerz World Order. It's basically a bunch of nerds. They got together, created this Joker World Order network on YouTube. It was a branch off from the TTC. TTC's trash talking circle. Football people going at it with each other. I didn't care about the JWO. It was a bunch of shit it was years ago this shit happened. The channels, I didn't change the name of the channel. I just kept it. I also got an account called TTC Raging Rob, which I didn't change the name of the title of the channel just because. Just like Hydra Raging Rob. Didn't change the name of it. That channel's been up since 2016. 6.5 minutes. Didn't change the name just because whatever, you know. Never bothered. I'm not affiliated for JWO in quite some time. Don't really care. A bunch of troll nerd bullshit. Ain't got time for it. Whatever. So Jokerz Wild, Oregon Thumb is his other name that he hasn't used in a while. Mr. Swan. Well, he thinks I was siding with EDP. First off, I don't side with pedophiles. Number one. EDP445 tried to meet a 13-year-old for sex. The one, what's that group? They got their channel term from YouTube. Can't remember the fucking name of them. They exposed it. Predator Poachers. This guy from Texas. He came out to California. Well, EDP moved to Las Vegas. I guess he's been having some problems with some threats. You know, people have been trying to show up at his apartment, doxing his address. You know, showing off places he's been hanging at, whatever. Now, I made a video. I don't think I even made a video. I think I said some comments, and the one guy that was stalking EDP445, I simply made some comments saying, you know, you can't do this. There's a right way to do this. There's a right way to expose these creeps, and there's a wrong way. Robert Robinson was a convicted sex offender up in Maine. He was going inside Walmarts and other places, taking pictures of minors and putting them on the internet. There was a guy in his town, Augusta, Maine. There was a guy in his town. His name was the New Guy, and he did it the right way. He exposed Robert Robinson the right way. He actually went inside the businesses and showed the businesses what this guy was doing. They actually passed laws in Maine because of this guy. He's in prison now for a lot of years, and the last checkup I had on Robert Robinson, the last time I looked him up, he's in prison until, I think his earliest parole date is 2026, if I'm not mistaken. He's going to be in for a while. He's in for a long time. He went to prison in 2018 for a year and a half. I don't know if he was paroled or what. I think he got paroled and then violated his parole. So he went back in. But Jokerz Wild, I made some comments on this one guy's channel, a guy that was actually stalking EDP445, and I told him, hey, you can't do this, you know, because EDP445, as much as you don't like the guy, as much as you hate the guy, he wasn't convicted of anything. I'm not saying what he did was right. Absolutely not. Absolutely it was wrong. But let's be clear. He wasn't charged with a crime. Bakersfield police didn't press charges. They weren't taking the case. He wasn't charged with anything. He wasn't convicted of anything. He's a firm believer in the Second Amendment. The guy has guns. Okay. Basically, people have their hands tied behind their back when it comes to EDP445. There's nothing legally you can do. Expose them, that's about it. But I don't endorse or promote doxing anybody, passing anybody's private info, address, and anything like that. It's not the right way to approach it. And I just made a comment in the guy's YouTube channel saying, hey, you can't do this. You know, now you're doxing and you're basically what you're doing is stalking for somebody that was never convicted of something, you know? Not saying EDP445 is innocent, not saying that, but basically, you know, we have the Constitution, innocent until proven guilty. Basically, you're stalking an innocent guy. Legally, yes. Legally, yeah. Not saying he's innocent. No, he's not. I've seen what he did on video. He was caught. He was caught red-handed. But my trolls are going to take bits and pieces of this video and make it act like I was defending EDP when I'm not. I defend the Constitution. Okay? The Constitution is the law of the land. We have due process for a reason. The Fourth Amendment. Obviously, it didn't work in the case of EDP445. He's out roaming around free. But it is what it is. You can get away with it down here, and guess what? God is watching. You're not going to get away with it with God. That's all I'm going to say. Everything you've done, you're going to have to answer to God for. He's, you know, you're going to have to answer for him. Everybody, when they die, they immediately stand before God. That's fact. So. But there was some stuff said in the A-Bomb's live stream. It's a deleted live stream. Basically, the title of the live stream was... I can't remember the title off the top of my head. But basically, it said that, you know, these stalkers that are doing this, they're going to get themselves killed because there's been some threats going around. Allegedly, EDP445 has been talking about shooting anybody that shows up at his door. That's the word that's going around. He's going to peep through his door. The exact wordage that I heard was that if anybody shows up at his door, he's going to peep through the little hole in the door, and then he's going to start blasting through the door. I don't know if that's true or not. That's word going around. I'm not saying that's what the word is, but that's word going around. So, I don't promote violence, and no way am I promoting violence. But Jokerz Wild, he's making it sound like I was defending EDP when I wasn't. So I want to get something, and then he says, well, you're kicked out of the JWO, Raging Rob. Well, that's great. I don't care about your fucking little troll network, okay? I don't care. I've been out of the JWO for years. I don't give a shit about that crap. I got bigger problems here in the state of Michigan to worry about, which is what I'm going to talk about a little bit. I'm going to touch up on it, number 3. I was told to shut the fuck up about it, so I'm not going to say anything about it other than here in the state of Michigan, we are fighting the fight to keep... Let me just put it this way. We are fighting like hell here in the state of Michigan. We are fighting like hell here in the state of Michigan for our rights. Okay? We've got some bad politicians in this state. We need... And here in the state of... You people outside of the state can't basically... You can't understand what we're going through here in the state of Michigan. We're literally going through hell here in the state of Michigan with the politicians we have. We're trying to get a forensic audit. We're not getting what we want. We're fighting these mask mandates. We're fighting the health department. We're in hell. The Michigan governor is not going to put up another mask mandate. Number 1, she wants to get reelected. Number 2, the legislation is going to fight her. Number 3, the patriotic movement in the state of Michigan is strong. Strong. There's a lot of people that's not going to pay attention to her bullshit. When she passed the mask mandate in this state, there was a lot of people, patriots, that did not pay attention to her bullshit. We'd had fights over this shit. We actually had shootings over this shit. Actual shootings. We literally had people shooting people over this mass mandate here in Michigan. I'm not making this up. But we have another problem here in the state of Michigan. It's a problem that we're dealing with, and it needs to be addressed. I'm not going to say any names. I'm not going to say any group names. We got some groups that are doing bullshit, but I'm not going to go on about that. I'm not going to say any names. But basically what we have here in the state of Michigan is we got some patriots fighting one another. It's stupid. It's absolutely fucking childish. Basically what it is, it's ego, dick waving. Hey, I got a better idea than yours. Let's do it this way. We need to come together with all our different ideas and come together as one strong network. And we could do a lot more with taking our rights back in this state. But the problem we have here in Michigan is we got certain people and certain groups that want to flash their penis and dick wave in front of one another. I got a bigger dick than you. I got a better idea than you. Fuck you. You know, that's basically what's happening here with the Patriot movement here in Michigan. It's stupid. It is. It's a bunch of ego shit going on. And it's causing a lot of division among the Patriots here in Michigan. And it happened again to me. I'm not going to go in details. I was told to shut the fuck up about it, so I'm not going to say any names. But I've dealt with it on my end, and it's rough. Let me just put it that way. It's rough. So I'm trying to keep my head above water on this shit. But I had to block a few people on Facebook over this shit. We got some people here that just, they say one thing and they do another. And I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. I really am. I'm tired of it. I blocked about 5 or 6 people because of this crap. But I'm not innocent. I've done my shit too. And I've made amends to the shit that I've done. And I've, how do I say this? I'm not trying to do this for a popularity contest. I'm not trying to do this for a big ego. I'm not trying to show my dick around, comparing dick sizes, anything like that. Okay? I'm fighting for my Michigan Patriots. I'm fighting for what's right. I'm fighting for my Patriots, period. Okay? I have all my Patriots 6s. Okay? All their 6. Or, how do you say it? I got your 6. That's what they say. Okay? I got their 6. I got my Patriots backs. I'll take a bullet for any of these guys. Including the ones that done me wrong. It says in the Bible to love your enemy. I'm just tired of the fucking ego shit going on. There's some shit going on. I'm not going to go in details, but it's ridiculous. I'm tired of it. That's basically it. That's basically the 3 things I wanted to touch upon. So, we got a huge Second Amendment rally coming up. 23rd, Michigan State Capitol. I'm going. I'm definitely going. I'm not going to miss it for anything. Hopefully, it's a day where I can, number one, meet some more Patriots like me, make some more friendships. But hopefully, it's a day I can make some amends, bury some hatchets, so to speak, come together, shit like that, It's going to be big. We got to come together as one. We got to stop this fighting within each other, within our groups and whatever. It's ridiculous. But it's not anybody within, how do I say this? When I say groups, I'm not blaming everybody in certain groups. I'm blaming just certain individuals. God, how am I supposed to fucking say this? I don't want to bash the group as a whole. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to bash every person in the group of these certain groups. But it's certain individual assholes that align themselves with these groups that are fucking it up for the whole patriotic movement. That's what I'm trying to say. Those individual assholes we need to stay away from. Because they're the ones fucking it up for everybody. These ego trip guys, hey, I'm better than you, these type of motherfuckers. Okay? I'm not going to say any names, I'm not going to say any groups, but those types of motherfuckers are the ones fucking it up for us. Okay? And we need to stay away from them. And I've ran into a few of them. So, that's basically it.